In today's highly informative episode, we will show you how to make your own DIY season-wise vegetable planting calendar, which works in any zone you live in, anywhere in the world. What is soil temperature? Soil temperature is simply the measurement of the warmth in the soil. Nighttime and daytime soil temperatures are both equally important. It's measured in degrees Fahrenheit or degrees centigrade or Celsius, depending on where you live. What gadgets you need to measure soil temperature? Obviously, you need a thermometer to measure temperature. Soil thermometers are not expensive. There are many types of soil thermometers available. You can use any thermometer with a long probe, including this type of food or milk thermometer. This is really cheap and easily available online. You can also use this type of all-in-one gadget, which measures pH, moisture, and temperature. How to measure soil temperature? For seed starting, you insert the probe 1 to 2 inches deep to check the readings. Whereas for transplants or for other plants, you need to insert the probe 2 to 4 inches deep or even more and then keep it in soil for about 2 to 3 minutes to get the right reading. You can also repeat multiple times and take average of all readings. One simple tip. Do not press your thermometer harder to pierce it into the soil, especially if soil is harder. You can use a screwdriver to make a hole into the soil and then insert the thermometer. What time of the day should I measure? Soil temperature is best taken in the early mornings when the soil is coolest and not yet warmed under the day's sun. Why not air temperature? This is because the relationship between soil temperature and air temperature is not fixed and varies in different seasons. Like in early spring, the soil temperature is lower than the air temperature, and then in summer, it's higher than the air temperature. If you know this concept, then you can use your zone's air temperature and roughly use the weather readings from your smartphone and use it as a baseline for planting your crops. What factors affect soil temperature? The moisture content in the soil is the most important factor that affects soil temperature. Moist soils heat up slowly. Hence, when you measure soil temperature, it's better to insert the thermometer at least after 12 hours of watering the soil. Another factor which is actually used in many zones with unfavorable temperatures is the use of greenhouses or polyhouses to maintain temperatures ideal for seed germination and plant growth. What is workable soil test? Before soil thermometers were used in farming, the common method of determining when to plant was soil workability. This is in fact an old-fashioned method to roughly know when to plant. The soil is workable and ready for seed sowing or planting if it passes the workable soil test. Here's the test. Squeeze a handful of soil in the palm of your hand. When you open your hand and if the soil remains a wet or very moist clump, it is not workable. Let the soil dry. If the soil crumbles from your hand with a touch, it is workable. What is the ideal soil temperature for most plants? Each vegetable has a specific ideal temperature that's favorable for seed germination and best results. Ideal soil temperature for planting should be 10 degrees above the ideal minimum and 10 degrees below maximum for that vegetable. We will show you the temperature chart for various vegetables at the end of this episode. Why soil temperature is important. The right soil temperature triggers not only seed germination but is an important factor in soil chemistry as well. Soil chemistry includes the release and absorption of mineral and nutrients in soil by the roots, and this is so vital for plant resistance against pests, proper plant growth and maturation till the harvest. Let's build our own seed sowing or vegetable planting calendar depending on the temperatures. You can classify this calendar in two ways. A much broader way is to put them into two categories, like warm crops or cool crops or cold crops. One more method is to divide into seasons or even months from Jan to December, or something like spring vegetable planting, summer vegetables, rainy season vegetables, and winter season vegetables. If you want your very own perfect calendar for all these seasons, you might have to measure the soil temperatures at your local zone yourself and then prepare this chart. This hard work is perhaps very important and saves your time and might yield best results in future. So based on the soil temperature charts for different vegetables, my season-wise or month-wise planting calendar is like this. Spring season vegetables. All gourds like bitter gourd, bottle gourd, sponge gourd, cucumbers, beans, okra, watermelon, lettuce, spinach, and even onions and carrots. Summer season vegetables. Capsicum and chile, that's all varieties of peppers, coriander or cilantro, tomatoes, okra, amaranthus, all gourds, cucumber, cauliflower, brinjal, and so on. Rainy season vegetables. all gourds, all beans, cucumber, okra, tomato, carrot, cauliflower, radish, cucumber, onion, peas, spinach, peas, lettuce, and so on. Winter season crops: beet, eggplant, cabbage, carrot, beans, lettuce, okra, turnip, pumpkins, watermelon, muskmelon, ash gourd, ridge gourd, bitter gourd, bottle gourd, cucumber, cabbage, and so on. You can download this PDF temperature chart for various vegetables from a link in description below and build your own zonal garden calendar for perfect vegetable gardening. Please give a thumbs up, share it with your gardening friends, and comment below with your feedback and queries. Consider subscribing if you are new to this channel. Happy gardening!